The No Nonsense Roundtable, a weekly radio show and podcast where host Dom Genova interviews guests from all walks of life, all with amazing stories to tell. And now, here's your host, Dom Genova.
Well, our next guest is somebody that I met at the Red Wings. We were having a little chat with Naomi Silver, and behind her was a gentleman that she introduced Nita and I to, and his name is Jeffrey Cook. Jeffrey Cook is the managing general partner and CEO of Cook Properties, and Jeff was talking about this deal that he's got going with housing and affordable housing and Rochester, and how this is going to be a benefit to Rochester. And with that, I don't know much more other than you seem like a really nice guy with a really good story to tell. So welcome to the No Nonsense Roundtable show.
Thanks, Dom. Appreciate it. This is exciting. It's always great to talk about housing and what we do and how we're looking to help get more people into more homes.
Okay, so the question I like to ask people, like 90% of the time, is that what did you want to do when you were young, when you were 10 years old? Did you want to build something? Were you architect, land management? What did you want to do when you were 10 years old?
Well, it's funny you asked that because of where we met. So I wanted to be a professional baseball player.
Uh-huh.
I was all about baseball, played it all the time, played Little League, played catch with my dad after dinner, practically every night. But it's funny that this came up because we met at the baseball game, of course. And the Rochester Red Wings were very important to me and my family as a child growing up. So just funny that you asked that. But yeah, I wanted to be a professional baseball player, and that dream didn't last too long. I was probably a freshman in high school when I realized that I was not gonna be a professional baseball player. So
well, yeah, and most people are like that. There are very few people that have a straight line. We were talking before the show. Don Alhart knew he wanted to be in broadcasting since he was in grade school. They had a tape recorder, reel to reel, and he would do he would do the news about Fluffy the cat next door has coughed up a hairball or something. I mean, and some people get in a different direction. So where'd you go to school? You originally from Rochester?
Yeah, I grew up in Greece. My parents were both Kodakers, like many of the rest of the county. Grew up in Greece, graduated from Athena in 1989. Graduated from SUNY Brockport with a degree in political science, and then went and did my graduate degree in public administration at Binghamton.
So how did you get involved in what you do now? I mean, how did you get involved in housing per se?
Yeah, I'm often referred to as the accidental landlord. So I was working for a market research company called Gordon Black that later changed names to Harris Interactive. Mm-hmm. And I was a project manager doing customer satisfaction studies. Mm-hmm. I bought a house over on Highland Avenue, and I had a couple of roommates, a couple of friends that were living with me. They decided, this is in our early mid 20s, they decided they wanted to move home, and I didn't want to shoulder the mortgage by myself, nor did I want to have roommates that I didn't know. So I moved back home also, and I rented it to the U of R students. It went very well. So I figured if this is going this well, why don't I buy some more? So I started buying rental houses and apartments in the city of Rochester while I was living at home. Got up to about 100 units in the city. I quit my job at Harris Interactive and ran those apartments soup to nuts for about 10 years. Sold them all, fortunately, right before the great financial crisis of 2008, and wanted to move into more commercial real estate. So I bought an office building in Greece, and I bought my first manufactured housing community, which is what kind of started the whole love and passion for housing. It was a great community up in Sandy Creek, New York. We still own it. It was primarily seniors, primarily newer homes. The community itself was built in the 90s, and I fell in love with the model. It was great that we didn't own the homes, but we owned the land. We owned the dirt, and the residents would pay us lot rent. We were only responsible for the underground utilities, the road, and the common areas. And it was a great, and it still is, obviously. It was a great hybrid because the residents, again, only own their own home, and they weren't responsible for taxes. They weren't responsible for the major capital infrastructure that goes into owning a home, such as a driveway, your underground utilities, taxes, etc. So again, I fell in love with the model, and after that, we just kept buying more and more communities over the next 15, 20 years. And now we own about 105 communities throughout New York State.
Wow.
About 7,200 lots. We service about 15,000 residents on a daily basis. So we're all in on manufactured housing. That's for sure.
Well, it's like the Bailey Savings and Loan, like on steroids. It sounds. I mean, you're helping a lot of people get into affordable housing, which is the big thing these days is affordability, right? I mean, obviously.
It really is, and one of the one of our key benefits of manufactured housing is our price points. So we own communities, we own the land, we own the dirt. They're often called land lease communities. So residents pay us lot rent. They can buy a brand new home from us starting at around $70,000.
Wow,
and that's going to be about a 1,200 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. And they go up in price from there. So if someone can come in and easily be in that $1,100 to $1,200 per month range with a mortgage and lot rent, and they can live their life. They can have their piece of the American dream. We're also doing something very similar, Dom, where we're doing subdivisions. So regular standard subdivisions where homeowners can own the land and their home. So there's no lot rent, but they're obviously responsible for their own utilities, for their own driveway. They own the land. And those homes generally start in the high 200s and go up to the low to mid $400,000 range. The other initiative that we're also doing to help with affordability and get more people in more homes is, as you mentioned, is in the city of Rochester. There was an RFP that the city issued last year for 9 vacant city lots to place manufactured housing on those lots. We, through a competitive bid process, we won all 9. And we are hoping to have homes on those lots by early fall.
And where in particular are all these lots?
Yeah, so there's 3 sections. We have 3 lots over in the public market area behind Delta Sonic in that general area. We have 3 more in the Maple Street area south of 490, and then we have 3 more in the High Street area in the northeast section of the city.
Well, it sounds like a good way to shoot a little of positive investment into Rochester, I would think. I mean, after all, you need some help.
For sure. So the city has 4,000 vacant lots. What's great about this initiative that we are again partnering with the city on it. Insofar as them supporting us, we are buying these lots from the city at market rate. We're putting the homes on these lots at our own risk. The city has, in our opinion, has nothing to lose. If we don't sell our homes, it's all on our dime. So it's again totally at our risk. And we hope that this is just a test case and a proof of concept. We want to do at least 100 homes a year in the city of Rochester. We've had initial meetings with the city of Buffalo and the city of Syracuse to do the same thing. Again, Dom, there's 4,000 vacant lots in the city of that are owned by the city of Rochester. The city of Buffalo has 6,000 vacant lots. So there's plenty for us to do. Just to bring in more homes for more city residents. The price point, we're going to start about $160,000 and then go up from there.
Well, let me see if I understand this correctly.
Sure.
You're buying the land from the city.
Correct.
So it's off of their books, and they have no responsibility anymore for carrying on their books or maintaining it or whatever. That sounds like a pretty good deal for the city. And then and then you're providing affordable housing that is much better than building these big complexes that they used to do years ago that look like big mausoleums and were horrible and so that they have the pride of ownership Now they may not own the land, but they own the home.
They will. They will. They're going
they will own the land.
own the land and the home.
Oh, really?
We're selling both, and then we'll move on and we'll develop some more homes in the city. Yeah, it's just like a normal fee simple opportunity for the homeowner to own the land and the home.
So this is different than your other.
That's correct.
Your other deal.
That's correct.
So. I mean, what's the downside? I don't see the downside. I don't see the downside other than the downside for you. I don't see the downside. I don't see the downside in this. This is, they get something off of their balance sheet that wasn't worth anything anyway. There's less risk in it. There's more population that's going to be there to spend money, be fruitful, have families, whatever. It sounds like a pretty darn good deal rather than being subsidized. I mean, you have the government subsidize these things all the time, and it's a disaster.
Yep. Yeah, it's almost too good to be true for the city, right?
Yeah.
and also too, those vacant city lots, Dom.
Yeah.
They're a liability to the city.
Yeah.
They're not receiving any tax money.
Right.
They have to maintain it. They have to mow the lots. So yeah, we're taking them off of their hands. It's a great opportunity for us because this is what we do. We do right now. We install and site 150 homes per year throughout New York State. So for us to do 100 homes in the city of Rochester is we have the processes in place and the structure to handle that type of volume. So again, there really is very little downside. Yeah. It is at our risk. We think that these homes are going to go very, very quickly. Yeah. And our goal is not only to prove that they are going to be very wildly popular, but that we can do more homes in the future and that we also get other city residents or suburban residents coming to say, hey, can I buy a lot or I have a lot? Can you put a home like this on there? And then they could order custom homes because these first 9 homes will be on speculation and they'll all be sited and ready to go. But again, we're hoping for more custom homes for more homeowners in the future.
Yeah, it's ironic, funny, or comical that people are complaining about capitalism, how capitalism is bad. This is capitalism at its best, right? I mean, this isn't the government subsidizing somebody or giving something away for free. You're taking a risk. You are an entrepreneur. You're taking a risk. You're putting your money into it, and you're providing something that is lacking in the general economic system, which is affordable housing. And everybody's complaining about affordable housing, right?
Yeah, we're true believers in market economics and capitalism, Dom. It's a great opportunity for the city and a great opportunity for us. It's a great opportunity for the residents. Most importantly, the most recent program that the city engaged in, which was with federal funds, was the Buy the Block program. And again, it was money that was allocated to the city and the mayor and his team. Obviously they did the right thing because they had to spend it or they would lose it. But the Buy the Block program cost the homes that they produce cost about $500,000, and they were subsidized down to, guess what? Our price point of $175,000. Wow. So we can do it without subsidies and also scale. Buy the block. I don't know the exact number, but it's certainly not. It certainly wasn't 100 homes per year, which is what we're proposing to do. And it's something that we in 2027, assuming our program goes well with these first 9, which again we know it will, we should be doing 100 homes a year in the city of Rochester, starting in 2027.
Well, I tell you, I'm glad I met you. I mean, this is a great story. Now, let's see. The website address is www. What do you say? Nobody needs to do that anymore. No. HTTP / No, it's cookproperties.com. And I'd like to be able to follow what you're doing. How many? Do you have that on your website? How many homes you built? How many bills? You should have a chart that shows progress on this this project that you have. It would be awfully interesting to follow this and see how this goes over the next 10 years.
Yeah, no, I would love to talk to you about it again. We on our website is primarily geared towards our communities. So we've just been too busy to track our success and our milestones. But yeah, Cook Properties, like I said, cookproperties.com does provide some basic information about our communities. It's an easy way to get in touch with us. But yeah, we're continuing to move forward and do more. Anything relating to housing, we're doing it. We're doing the manufactured housing, like I said, in the city. We're doing it in the suburbs. We have a 140 site suburban development in Geneva that we're going to be breaking ground next month. And similar to the city, the residents will own their own home and the lot itself. So
that's cool.
In addition to some standard multifamily construction throughout Ontario County.
So how many people do you have working for you?
Dom, we have 120 employees.
Oh.
We have 120 employees that work for us. We have about 50 or so in our headquarters, which is right over on Scottsville Road by the airport in Rochester. And then we have another 75 maintenance and service employees that are working throughout New York State. We try to be as vertically integrated as possible. So we do all of our own setups for the homes. We get the C of O. Again, we try to do as much as possible.
So this all started because you didn't want to have a roommate. I mean, let's go back to the beginning of the show.
Sure.
You had a roommate and you didn't like him, and you decided to have your own house because this guy was a pain in the ass, and and all of a sudden you got to have 150 people working for you. You have 7,000 houses and everything. That was the seminal moment of this whole thing. Is that what you're saying?
It really is. It's not that I didn't like my roommates. It's that they wanted to save some money and go home. One of my friends and one of my roommates was Scott Thyroff, and the owner of the Pittsford Pub. Great restaurant there in Pittsford. But yeah, everyone just decided to go home and save a few bucks, probably so we could all have some more money for drinking beer and going out to eat on Friday and Saturday nights. But yeah, that's how it all started.
God bless you. You never know. You never know. Well, Jeff, thanks for coming on the show. This is great. We're gonna have to do one of these every year, and you're gonna have to put something. You're gonna have to put something on your website. Here's where we are here, and then more. So we have everything just filled out in the city of Rochester. That is all Cook Properties from now on. How about that?
We actually are revamping our website. I just talked to our IT director this afternoon, and we should have a new website up and running probably in the next 30 to 45 days.
Well, go. Thank you ever so much, and go Wings, huh?
Go Wings, yeah.
Go Wings.
Yeah, there's another game going to be going on Sunday. We ended up buying season tickets this year. Again, love the Red Wings. Was very much involved back when I was a kid, and now just getting back involved here as an adult.
Well, the thing about the Red Wings, and I talk about this all the time, they wove their way into the culture of Rochester, and Naomi and the gang, they get it. They're a supporting sponsor of my show, actually.
Oh, good.
And the thing is that they understand what their business is. Their business is entertaining, making you happy, feel comfortable, feel loved, being part of the community. And they happen to have baseball too. So
absolutely.
They get it. That's why I love. That's why I love them so much. So we'll see you there. And like I said, thank you for coming on the show. It's been delightful to meet you.
Likewise. Yeah, we'll see you at the ballpark.
See you at the ballpark.
Thanks for listening. You can find our previous shows at nononsenseroundtable.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll make more.